All right, here we are again.
Hey, buddy.
How are you, man?
This is cool. It was becoming a regular segment here.
Regular thing.
Yes.
Happy USA Awares.
And Veterans.
Happy Veterans Day. Yes.
Yes.
That's
Appropriate weekend to celebrate U.S. Awares.
Yes. So how are you tonight, buddy?
Very good. I got most of what I needed to get done today, but
Did you
there's
work?
always more. No, it was off today, working around the house and getting stuff ready for fall and so forth. So, but I couldn't miss a meal.
That's right. Big
On
news
film.
from Greg. So
Big news
here's
from
so
Greg.
here's what's going on here. So then we have an internet spat. We have an internet fight with our
Fight's a little strong, but I say spat's appropriate.
an internet spat with our brother, with our brother
Marcus.
with our brother podcaster.
Yes.
Podcast
correct.
show.
Podcast show.
With our brother
Buchhöhner
podcast show.
Talk.
Buchhöhner Talk, exactly. So he thinks we cannot make this stew, Buchhöhner Stew, in 25 minutes.
It's what he claims in the comments.
So I have everything in the pot. Okay, everything is actually here in the pot.
Proof.
Okay, right here.
There we go.
Everything's right here. Look right here. Right here. Okay.
There you go.
Now,
Nothing's been cooked here.
nothing.
Did you do a little browning there? Because you got to put stuff in.
I brown the meat.
Okay, because
The
you got to
meat's
put
brown.
that stuff in top.
Okay. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna put this stuff in. We're gonna press 25 minutes, and it will be done to prove to Marcus. And we're not using two cameras this time.
Right. So he can't think that we're cutting stuff.
We're not
in
pausing anything. It's all gonna be one take.
One take live.
Okay. So here we go. On. Okay. Now I'm putting in the whole peeled tomatoes, just like that. All right. A little bit of beer right here. And this
I
beer,
think the beer's the trick.
we're not using a Bossteiner beer this time. We're using, this is a local beer from Highland
Brewing.
from Asheville, North Carolina. Okay.
Oktoberfest. That'll be nice and
Clawhammer
malty.
Oktoberfest.
That'll be nice and malty.
Okay. So we're putting in one beer, that, and then what we're going to do is we're just going to put in some spices. Okay. A little bit of chili.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it
I wonder if we
real.
end up with that cinnamony quality again.
I'm going to try to prevent that. I'm putting in some paprika.
It was good. It was unexpected. I think it was related to carrots and what the other spices.
I don't know. You want some paprika?
Sure.
Okay.
Like paprika a lot.
Paprika's good. I'm going to put in some bay leaves.
Nice. Bay leaves always help any kind of stew or soup.
Bay leaves keep it real.
Yeah, we like bay leaves.
Okay. Now put in some thyme.
It's always time for time.
It's time to put in thyme. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Got some thyme. Oregano. Last but not least, rosemary.
Oh yeah.
Could that have given it the cinnamon taste? No? Okay.
No, it's something to do with carrots and probably did something in the chili powder, but
Rosemary.
mostly carrots related and a little cracked pepper maybe.
So now,
You want to do some cracked pepper or?
I put some in there,
Oh,
but
okay.
you know what? I've never heard of too much cracked pepper. Never heard of too much cracked. That was a good call. Good catch.
Yep.
You know what I do just for good luck?
What's that? A little
Pinch of
sprinkle
salt.
of kosher salt there.
Pinch of kosher salt. And now, watch this. Marcus, watch this.
Pay attention. There's no glitching, right?
No
There's no
smoke and mirrors.
cheating here.
That's on. So we're gonna do clock. Oops, not clock. Timer. 25. Start.
Now this is where a camera would be handy, but it does say 25 minutes.
25 minutes?
24:54 right now, so
Right.
it's counting.
So, here we are. So, tell me about your life. What's going on with your life and how you're doing, because that's most important today. How are you doing?
I'm great, but I mean, yours is more interesting. You have a visitor, you're a world traveler. You and Mr. Henry are both world travelers. You guys got more interesting stuff than me. I'm just sitting here in Greensboro. I like it in Greensboro. Selling lots of shoes. Got some new customers this weekend. It's good. We had a great weekend, by the way.
That's
I think
exactly
it was
right.
dreary, and so people like it's winter, so they went and bought shoes.
That's right.
So that's, I mean, nothing. I mean, I was just busy today doing stuff you got to do.
Okay.
Oh, I did put together a Facebook page for the band Metropolis for Unsure Destination, which is going to be celebrating its 30th anniversary. Really unique music, kind of jazzy prog rock. Nothing you've ever heard. It sounds like brand new music.
Cool.
I got that started.
Cool.
Didn't get my US Awares videos up, but that's coming soon. Which, thanks to Mr. Greg pushing me to do it, inspiring us to do these videos and all that, I'm going to get that going. And I will be doing, when I have a chance, factory videos, but mostly I'll just be doing highlighting
We're not there yet.
products.
We're not there yet.
Right, I
Stay
got
on
you.
script.
But I'm just,
I'm getting there.
I'm
Stay
doing,
on script.
I'm doing a,
Well, know about you personally.
we're done. Nothing special.
Okay, so you're doing well.
Doing well.
You're doing well.
Yeah.
Okay. So you asked about me.
Yeah.
I have been looking at YouTube videos about wilderness living in Alaska, building these off-grid cabins.
Oh, that's fascinating.
And that's actually kind of cool. If you've ever watched these videos
I've seen some of that.
about living off the grid, it's pretty
Something
cool.
I would ever do, but it's kind of cool.
I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah. But not me.
I understand. But I kind of have that mentality, you know. I mean,
I
I've
agree.
I've had a good run here in Greensboro. I'm not saying I'm going to move to Alaska. I'm not saying that, but I've had a good run in Greensboro. I've had, you know, things are good here. I've got a great little restaurant.
Yeah.
I've got the greatest co-workers ever. You know, things are good, right?
Yeah.
Everything's fine. So, you know.
Maybe a new chapter.
Yes, exactly, because I told you last week I had this phone call from a company in Alaska
Right, you did.
that wants to interview me.
Yep.
And so I passed, as I did last time, the initial phone interview.
Which, based on the interview, that's
Yeah, the
interesting.
initial phone interview is kind of easy. It's kind of asks you what your name is, right? So I passed that pretty well. So then here, you know, I'm just kind of fantasizing about, oh, well, what would it be like to live in Alaska? How would it be, you know, so on and so forth. You know, I thought it'd be kind of cool, right?
I could deal with Anchorage, except for the light in the winter.
Yeah, in the winter it's like
It's
4 hours.
You get
of
4
light.
hours of daylight, yeah, something like that.
Kind of weird, right?
Yeah.
Kind of
Yeah.
weird.
But then in the summer you get like 18 to 20.
How do you sleep?
Close your eyes. I don't know. Dark curtains.
I'm serious. It must
Dark
be kinda weird.
curtains. I don't know.
But I think living in Alaska would be a different mentality.
Oh yeah.
Kind of like this pioneering mentality.
I mean, that's what they say. I mean, Alaska is a different thing. That's what they say. My father and Beth have been there. Henry's been there. They say it's amazing to visit. The sights are just unbelievably
Living there would be a joke.
gorgeous. But I'm not. I don't think I want to live there. I mean, unless there was something that just required me to live there, I'd accept it. And I make the best of it. That's how I go about things. Live life half full. What's the point in being half empty, right?
There's no point.
There's no point.
There's
The world would be a lot happier place if most people could grasp that.
Pardon me?
The world would be a much happier place if they could just grasp that. People obsess about the 5 to 10, the 20 minutes of the day that's rough instead of the majority of the day that's good.
That's a good way to look at things.
It really is strange. Someone said, "Oh, I had a bad day today." How much your day was bad? Think about it. Well, this thing happened, and this thing happened, and then all of a sudden.
But people could have overarching issues that last throughout the day, if not weeks. Like a divorce.
Sometimes, for sure.
Like a divorce,
but those are
or a
situational.
death, you know.
Those are
right?
situational,
Yes.
for sure.
Yeah.
And then that is a different scenario. But I'm just saying, as a general rule, even in that situation, when you're dealing with that kind of thing, if you're not obsessing about it the entire day, which you probably aren't, it's still, the majority of your day is not bad. Just saying, something to think about. I mean, if you analyze your day, the majority of the day, even if it's super stressful at one moment.
Right.
I'm doing global counseling right now here.
Yes.
Okay?
Well, the majority of the day may be good in and of itself. However, I think in the background, you've got these, like I said before, these overarching problems that stick with you.
Linger with you, for sure.
They stick with you throughout the day, the weeks, right?
100%.
Right.
I'm not knocking that. Right? Yeah, it's difficult.
Let me ask you this: you're a real positive guy. How would you handle depression?
Well, I used to have problems with depression when I was younger.
No, you didn't.
Yes.
No, you didn't.
I did. Which is why I have such good perspective on it now. I did. I had real problems with depression in college. Didn't have confidence in myself. There were all kinds of things, and never seriously contemplated suicide or anything. But the moment would pass through your head.
Right.
Personal responsibility would be a reason not to commit suicide because you're destroying other people's lives.
Yes.
But
interestingly
enough, when you got to meet me at the Classic Touch Auto Salon, highly stressful situation. Loved my partner Greg, but he kind of a domineering personality a little bit. It's just his energy and stuff. Mm-hmm. And I was dealing with some depression. I took Prozac for a while. Yeah, it's a serotonin management. They call it an inhibitor.
Does it not make you lethargic?
No, it didn't do that at all.
Okay.
And I really did what they said. No alcohol, none of that stuff, all these things. Here's the weird thing. It made me lose my sense of empathy for other people.
Interesting.
Right? I wasn't depressed. Like, if a customer complained about something on the car, I didn't give a shit.
Right. But you didn't give a shit about other people.
That was the problem. I just, all of a sudden, I didn't care what people thought. So I didn't like that.
Your mom died? I don't care.
It was weird.
Your dad's sick? You're bad.
Right. Not my problem.
Sorry about it, bro.
So I took it for, I don't know, 3-4 months maybe. But what I did learn from it was how to manage that on my own. So I took it as, instead of it being a crutch. Oh yeah, so Marcus, remember, watch the little thing. We're going to get some yellow and green stuff here on our little.
That's right.
Pressure cooker thing here.
Yeah, it's on 2, which means halfway closed.
So
we could do 3 to increase the pressure.
So this is a good discussion to help people, right? But
Yeah.
I'll try to be kind of concise. So, to me, I looked at it as an opportunity to learn about myself instead of like most people, partly because the drug companies and the doctors and stuff kind of push the drugs on people. I looked at it as, okay, I'm still conscious. I know I was depressed. I'm not depressed, but I don't like how I'm lacking empathy because that's one of the things I pride myself on. Mm-hmm. So maybe when I get depressed, it's because I'm obsessing about something that happened. If I can stop obsessing about it, maybe I can get over it. So some stressful situation happens. Now I've learned, I just vent about it for like 5 or 10 minutes. I'm good.
Okay, so this is kind of interesting, right? Because I think
But I got off of it and felt much better.
Okay. So a lot of people, and I'm happy about that. Mm-hmm. So a lot of people deal have depression,
Mm-hmm.
right? And so
Especially seasonal depression. It's not even related to what I'm talking about.
so you were able to shake it off however you did it. So how were you able, I'm still not clear how, because this is new to me, how were you able to clear off your depression?
Okay, so
Because some people are kind of like in a rut and stuck with it.
Correct.
I've never known people to say, oh shit, I'm done, I'm good, no more Prozac, I'm straight. You know, people kind of live with it.
right. So, and again, I think that's part of the whole. I mean, medical science is amazing, especially in surgery and these types of things. But like anything in life, people that have a job, they do a thing, they have a routine. This is what we do in this scenario. So the system is designed to medicate people. Okay, so my this was a big insight for me in many ways.
System, or is it the mentality to medicate people?
I think the system we have in America healthcare.
Mentalizes people.
Yes.
Mentalizes.
Okay, I think you made a word up, but that shows genius. That shows your genius, you know, when you
mentalizes.
Yeah, okay, I like that. So yeah, so I think the system of healthcare we have does do that. Also,
do what?
Advertising.
Do what?
Even more
What does it do?
mentalicize.
It mentalizes
you. So, brilliant, mentalicize. Maybe it's going to become, you know, a real word now.
It's a Bushism. Remember he made shit
yeah,
up?
he made shit up. Yeah. So yeah, so the society and the system mentalicizes you. So, but it's not just in medicine. That happens, especially with social media now too. I mean, that's another thing that I didn't deal with when I was young and had the problem. I could see how social media could cause problems for young people, because what's projected on Facebook and Instagram is all the wonderful things that they're missing out on, right? Even though that same person had something shitty happen to them the day before. You know, car bumped into them, their coffee spilled.
Imagine if you made an Instagram page. You can make yourself look great.
Yes, you can.
You know?
And most people,
you could be hanging out in
about.
Tampa,
Yeah.
right? Hanging out, you know, chilling out on a balcony, looking over a bay,
Yeah.
right?
And that's what people use it
selling
for.
shoes.
Yeah.
You know, you could be selling some New Balance.
Yeah.
Right? Look at me, I'm selling New Balance.
Or, well, that is another thing you advertise.
Look at me, I'm sizing up a shoe.
Yeah.
What are you sizing up?
Yeah. Right. So we won't talk about that sizing thing. So, anyways,
about our next video
series. No. Anyways, so
Uncle John helps you with homework.
That's right. So anyway, so back to the essence
John,
of let's
can you help
help
me with
people.
my math?
This could be a breakout moment for our video. We could become big news with John and Greg in psychology.
Big news with John and Greg in psychology, exactly.
So yes, one other little bit of a tidbit that comes from this this live life half full mentality was I adopted a stray dog. Roxy Bear became her nickname. She was like a big teddy bear. She was a Shepherd Husky mix, speaking of Alaska. And she just had a great approach to life. Something bad comes up, she just sort of deals with it and moves on. She'll put a little dog, if a dog's having an attitude, she'll put that dog in place, but then she'll also kind of coddle it and let it know. There we go. There you go, Marcus. Look, we got green.
It's hissing.
We got green. We're down to 11 minutes.
It's hissing.
Our cook time. So Roxy Bear, live life half full. That's my motto. And I try to coach that along to people. I meet people all the time now, and I really try to emphasize that half full thing. It's like I don't have any kids I'm raising or anything like that.
So John, you've spoken for 20 minutes.
I know, I've used it.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, 15.
Well,
you got 5 minutes in.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay. So then I still don't know, because I'm not a smart guy. Okay, I'm kind of dumb.
You're very smart.
I'm kind of a dumb guy. I'm still not clear as to why or how you were able to escape depression.
Okay.
Can you say it in 2 sentences to make it easy for me?
Sure, but you're definitely a smart guy, and you're asking a good question because you're smart. So, essentially, it's mind over matter. I learned from taking the drug what it felt like to not be depressed, what it felt like to not have the empathy, and it empowers you to control your own brain as an evolved species.
So then, you're a very logical person.
Yeah, by nature, yes.
And it makes sense, right? That makes sense to me because I'm also a very logical person. Right. However, you and I have both known people who are depressed.
Oh, yeah.
They're straight up depressed.
Yep, for sure.
Okay, and they're going to live with it forever, or they don't live anymore. They just have depression.
Right.
How does a person who just has...
Hopefully they can hear us over the hissing.
Right. I'm sure they can. So how does a person who has lifetime forever depression get over depression?
I mean, that is sort
not
of...
using logic.
Yeah.
How does,
I think many times...
talk to the person who needs you now. Don't talk to yourself. Don't talk to me. Talk to the person who needs you. Because you could save a life right now. You could save a life.
I think,
save it.
I think that many
save
times...
it, Uncle John.
You're powerful there, Father Greg. I think that... So, our emotions are based on body chemistry. Right?
That doesn't make sense to me. I'm depressed. I'm depressed. Don't try to just give me the answer.
Yeah. So you need to change something about the environment that you're in, so that you need to experience something that naturally changes your body chemistry. Once you get your head straight, once you are in control again, then you can use the logic that I've talked about. Because before I took the Prozac, I dealt with it periodically for many years. So for me, that was a revelationary situation. So, and when people are depressed, they don't want to hear that other people are not, right? So you have to understand that depression, literally, as bad as you feel, it literally is a brain chemistry situation. So if you can do something that you know historically is fun for you, okay, you can change your chemistry, right? You just need to find something that is something that you like to do. It'll automatically, you can even sometimes even think about it. Some event that you went to, some situation that just made you feel really good. Because you got to get the brain chemistry stuff changed. That's what serotonin uptake inhibitors are about. So serotonin is a brain chemical that manages your mood, right? And sometimes you have euphoria and all that. Like people have situations where they're manic and they're using too much and so forth. So it's nothing we can solve in this short of a video. But we could reach this. We could come back and look at this again if you want to. If we want to be serious about that. Sure. For me, I can tell you my experience, but it's complicated. I mean, we know somebody that yes, we were good friends with who's not with us anymore. Right. And we spoke of him in the past. If he was open to letting us help him more, then maybe he'd still be here. But I think he was really smart. He decided that he didn't want help.
I don't want to think about it. I don't want to try to explain it.
Yeah.
However, that was the news.
Very good.
Can you give us a news segment?
News segment. Well, okay. So the Democrats did really good in the elections Tuesday.
We spoke about that.
We did speak about
Something
that.
Else.
That's right. We're doing that much again.
Something else.
Let's see, I've been so busy today, I don't know much about what's going on today. Let's see, SpaceX launched a supply mission to the space station. We have, Veterans Day I mentioned, that's this weekend. Celebrated Friday and Monday, I'm not sure how that works. What are you thinking?
News-wise?
Yes.
I haven't watched the news too much.
Yeah, I haven't done news today.
Let me think here. I have some news. MAGA Mike Johnson.
Okay.
MAGA Mike Johnson says he's got a two-phase plan to keep the government open.
Okay.
There's a few more days to make it happen.
Right. And
one of his plans, his first plan is to, the first phase is that the right-wing nut job Republicans are not going to get what they want.
Mm-hmm.
Phase 2 is y'all chill out and let's just keep it going. That's a two-phase part.
I mean, if that's what he wants to do, then that sounds practical. Sounds practical. Maybe that's why he got the votes, even though his basic philosophy is very MAGA-like. He's a pragmatic, let's keep the government open guy. So that was good news then. That's good news. I mean, there is definitely some news around the last couple days. I am spacing it. We've been so busy with at the store that my big news was I beat depression.
You beat depression. Now, we've done the news. It wasn't worth much. But now we need to know about USA Wares. And maybe you can talk to us about your new website. You have a new,
YouTube site.
Can I finish talking?
Sure.
Because your wine's full, mine's empty,
right.
Which tells one thing. So.
Well, you did refill me more than yourself.
No. So, we want to take. So anyway, so then you've been doing USA Wares for many, many years,
mm-hmm.
and it's a very well-informed website, website and so on and so forth, about stuff made in USA.
Yes.
And you know a lot about it, but you really haven't launched it big time.
Not yet.
And so now that you're holding something that's made in the USA, maybe in the 1950s or 60s, works, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you, which still works very, very well,
mm-hmm.
as in day one, right?
Yep.
Tell us about your website and your vision for USA Wares.
So, I looked at this. It's made by the Edlin Company, which still to this day does make American-made things, including tongs and things of that nature. Probably made in the late 60s or early 70s. Beautiful piece of equipment. It's very smooth. Who needs electric when you got this? Green energy.
Green energy.
Okay.
Yes. And it still works.
It still works beautifully. Yeah. I mean, who needs electric? Easier to clean too. So I've had a lifelong passion for how things are made, and I believe that an economy of a country our size should not be super dependent. Well, I'm doing a little brief lead in here.
Okay.
So I think that's super important that we're competitive in manufacturing. So the website was designed as a sort of a search thing. So the YouTube channel, I want to make it fun, where you can come about once or twice a week. I'll highlight a company and a product that you can learn about on my YouTube channel. And when I have a chance, I will do factory tours and share those with you. I have one video up currently of a cigar factory in Tampa, and I'm going to add more to it. It's hand-rolled cigars. I have the fascinating section with these machine-made cigars from these machines made in the 40s. Talk about old technology that still works. And I just wanted to get people excited about it, but realize that a lot of things still are made here. People are all like, nothing's made here anymore.
So is this what your website's about? Is about things that are made here? Because I sent you a couple of days ago a cool website about things that are made in America that are for outdoors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's a really great web channel, American Guide Gear. Been following for years.
The one I sent
And
you.
you sent me that, but I've been following them for years. The guy does a great job.
Oh wow, John, it's been 25 minutes. So Marcus, watch this.
There we go.
Watch this. I'm gonna press stop. I'm just gonna turn that off. And let that naturally cool down. So keep going.
So, yeah. Anyways, the goal here is to make discovery of American-made things fun and exciting. I believe most Americans, if it's a good product and and it's not significantly more than an imported product, if they can find it without spending too much time, they would typically buy it.
So what does your website do? What do you want to do ultimately with your website?
Well, ultimately, the website as it exists needs to be rebuilt. The gentleman
What do you
that built
ultimately
it,
want to do with your website?
I would like it to be a source for finding things made in America, and I'd like to have a small little store on it. But I really just
Web
want to
store,
make
a web store.
yeah. But I'm going to be like using Amazon or something.
Web store as opposed to brick and mortar.
Correct.
Web store.
So I can
okay.
manage it from anywhere. If I need to go down and help my mom and my dad or in their 80s, I can still manage it from there.
Or if you're on Mars with Elon,
Yeah, right.
you can manage it.
Right, can manage it. Well, it'd be a slight delay in responses in Mars, but theoretically.
Okay.
So yeah. Ultimately, I want to make it into a sort of a business, so I can support not having to work a full-time job. Like Greg here, he's done such a great job developing his restaurant empire.
I am an anomaly in that industry.
You are an anomaly, but you've done such a good job that you got it running like a well-oiled machine. So I would like to be able to do a small sliver of that, and it's something that would keep me busy. Like at some point in time, as my parents get older, I won't be able to work full-time at Shoe Market. So it's something that gives something we do, but also I can help little companies that are trying to be discovered that make things in America. They're doing the hard work. It's a lot harder to make something in America than to just do a video about somebody doing it. So I want to highlight those people and cheer them on. That's basically what it is.
Say it one more time. Like really quickly to
Small businesses, people that choose to make things in America,
so you want to
which
highlight
is
small,
really
so
hard.
You want to highlight businesses made in America.
Yeah, that's hard work.
Okay.
Most companies now just say, "Oh, go make it for me, China," or whatever.
Right.
I want to support that and honor that, and I'll collaborate with other companies and websites. So there you go.
So I'm going to tell you something very interesting about this made. I don't know if it's made in America or what, but I was recently in Blowing Rock, and I noticed that there are several shops there that have a very nationalist theme.
Okay, I haven't been there in a while.
Yes.
Always a nice town
Yeah.
there.
So there's this one called Blue Deer Coffee, and there's another one called like Rock or something like that.
It's like an outdoorsy
Clothing
climbing.
store, clothing store, yeah.
Okay.
And so when I went in, I very quickly felt the nationalist vibe going on. Like you could tell you were in a store that
cared about America and made or
no. That was, I don't want to say that, but that was very pro-Republican.
Okay, so, right. So my goal is to be
Nationalist.
non-political.
Right. So it was very nationalist vibe, and this Blue Deer Coffee was so American-y.
Okay.
They were even playing this country music, twangy country music.
This is not my style, but
no, it's not my style. They were playing this twangy country music, and so I didn't feel uncomfortable, but I didn't feel like patronizing a business that was overtly political.
So my mom, when I was starting my website, emphasized that I needed to be careful to not do that, and she was right. I mean, my intention never was to be political anyways.
Right.
But she's like, you have to actually go out of your way to make sure that people don't feel a political bent one way or the other, because that's not what we're about.
So then this company, something, it wasn't called Rolling Rock, but it was called something Rock. It's empty.
Oh, Made in America, Josh Wines.
Yes. Finish that up, buddy. So then this company, this Rolling Rock company, whatever it was, clothing store, and they sold doodads. They had like a
mainstream American lager that used to be made in Pennsylvania.
They had like local boy clothing. Clothing line called Local Boy.
Interesting.
They had Bush Quail '84 shirt, like retro.
That's interesting.
Right, yeah, right. And other things that were very conservative type products.
Fascinating.
And I very quickly got the vibe where they were coming from. And just like this coffee shop, they had like this coffee blend called American Freedom. Oh, they also had Rifle Coffee Company. You know Rifle Coffee, right?
Yeah.
They had all the Rifle coffees out there.
Okay.
Right? And they have like AK-47 blend. I mean, it's like, you know, it's just...
That's just so weird to me. I mean, I get it. That's the passion of the business owner or something, I guess.
And that's a cool marketing plan.
And there is a certain segment that's going to be very loyal
and people
to that.
love that
as
shit,
a business, I sort of get it. But me as an American that wants America to do well, I don't want to divide people. We probably do it sometimes because we're too middle of the road. Someone listening that leans more left thinks we're too right, and someone that leans too far right thinks we're too.
I think it's okay. Trump. So I think it's okay that this company.
It's their niche.
You know, this Rifle Company, for example, that you know,
it's their niche.
Rifle Coffee. Okay, fine. So people want to feel like they're gonna shoot up a school when they drink a cup of coffee. Okay.
Well, it's the caffeine, man.
Yeah, jacks you up. Boom, caffeine. Boom, 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 boom.
That's right. You're talking about mental health. It's the caffeine.
God damn, this just doesn't make sense. So
Marcus, it's cooled down here.
It's cooled down. Now, I'm just gonna put it over here.
Want to do a little quick extra cool off to make sure nothing blows up here.
Yeah, so it doesn't blow up on us.
I will say that I apologize for running on so much about the mental health thing, but I thought it was important. So. And while he's doing that, so Josh Wines is a very affordable line of wines. They make just about every varietal out in California, and they are actually they're owned by a larger company. Actually, I cannot recall who that is at this point in time. But if you're ever out
stand right here and talk.
Good wine and
stand right there and talk.
Okay.
Keep talking.
All right. I'll take my wine. I'll
keep talking.
So here we are. We've got this great stew here, getting ready to come out of the pot, and we're all American food here. We even have an American beer this time, right? There we go. It's American wine, and used an American-made can opener to open the tomatoes, which are not American. They're probably Italian, right? But hey, we like our Italian immigrants. Import the people, not the products.
Okay, John.
All right. So let's see.
Are you ready?
I'm ready. So I'm going to sit down low here, and am I out of the way?
Yes. Okay. Why don't you stand over here? Over here. Okay, Marcus.
Because I'm out of the way here too.
That's okay. Marcus, this is for you. Maybe you can narrate.
Yes, Greg is a brave soul opening this pressure cooker. It could blow his head off, but ooh, practice and experience. We're successful. I like that background music you got going on, Greg.
Like that?
It's nice. It's just more Food Network kind of stuff. We're coming for you, Food Network.
All right, so this is it right here.
Nice. Now I'm gonna take a picture of that for my friend who I think is gonna get some leftovers here. Let me take a picture for her. Woo-hoo.
So this is it right here. This is our 25-minute stew, Marcus. Okay? So, Marcus, you want to take a look? Sit right there.
There you go, Marcus. You're jealous you're not getting some of it, aren't you?
All right, so
This fancy multitasking, Greg.
Yeah,
you're an amazing producer.
John, thank you very much. John,
would you like a stool?
here we go. John, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir.
Had a good time.
Yes, you too. That was
Appreciate
fantastic. And that was an interesting subject there, that depression thing.
Yes, it was.
Hopefully we'll help some people.
Want a pop quiz?
Sure, if you got a good question, I'll see what I can do with it.
Pop quiz. Would you rather have coffee from the Netherlands or coffee from Germany?
I think the Netherlands?
Okay.
I don't know.
That's the answer.
I've had Dutch coffee and I've never had Germans. I don't know.
Fine answer.
Let's go with Germans since we got Germans watching us.
Okay.
Let's go with German. I've never had German coffee, but you know what? The beer's great, so let's go with it.
Bye.
Hasta luego. Auf Wiedersehen. I can't say it. How do you
Auf
say it?
Wiedersehen.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Cheers.
Cheers.